Hi everyone, it's me Susan from Blissful Acres Off-Grid Homestead, and I'd like to say thank you to Arizona Homestead for tagging us as to the 3 things we learned in the 2019 growing season. I have so much that I've learned. Number one, and as some of you may know, we've had free-range cattle issues. And we do live 100% off grid. I always knew that Arizona was a free range state. I knew that, but I had never been in an area where the cows actually decided that they could walk through your property. We have no fence anywhere on our property other than the one we thought we had set up, the solar electric fence. One, do not buy it. It's not, especially not if you are hoping to keep cows out. Number one is proper fencing. And I can tell you, right along with that fencing issue is also anything you plant. All the critters want to come for the buffet. See? They're all just flying everywhere in my hair, on my clothes, on my body. In a self-sustaining food forest, you need all the elements of nature. And that's what we're trying to do here at Blissful Acres. And so anyway, I am learning along with this fencing is to cover. And so number 2 on my list is shade cover. We're in the desert. When they say full sun, they don't mean 112, 115 degree heat plus wind factor. It's very windy all year long here, and it is very hot in the summer. So shade cover is our challenge, because with the wind, you can't just throw up what we did on last Mother's Day, a metal, beautiful metal little shade cover. It worked good for a while till the first big wind came up. And eventually it all blew away. It was gone. So we did manage to keep shade, and we especially wanted this first season for our fruit trees to be as protected from the elements as possible so they could adapt and their roots could get settled. And so that's why we covered our fruit trees. But this year, we probably won't cover the fruit trees. They need to survive and thrive. But if you're building out here in the desert, whether it's your greenhouse or whether it's your shade enclosures or anything, overkill is a good idea. And I seriously doubt that our chicken coop will have any problems at all. Or the greenhouse for that matter, because it's so well made. And at the time I thought, man, that's a lot of effort and a lot of overkill. But you know what? It's what it takes out here. Living in the desert is very challenging. Later on, once we get established and we have the wind blocks up and we have shade from our trees, we will be somewhat protected from wind. Now on to number 3, but I think the biggest is grow what is going to do well in your area and work with nature. Work with what you have. Buy the plants and the trees that do very well here. And we got to experience what that's like. We had bought a whole lot of tropical trees. My Pakistan mulberry, it's doing great. It was wonderful. I had a beautiful Barbados cherry tree. Again, another semi-tropical plant. And it doesn't like it if the weather gets like below 50. And at 40, it pretty much dies. So you have to keep it warm. My beautiful mango tree that we bought last year and we put in the greenhouse, it didn't make it through the snow we had last year. My graviola soursop, same thing. It didn't make it. So we've lost 1, 2, 3 trees that we had bought for our food forest. Luckily, the Barbados cherry tree, it came back as a shrub, into waffle gardening. And that's what the Native American Indians did in these areas, was a waffle garden. But whenever we water the trees, we are using 2 hoses to deep water our fruit trees. And it works very well. But we also need to have a way that we can save water. Water is a precious commodity. I'm playing with having the water that drains out of the pot go into another container and into another container. Check out Arizona Homestead. Everybody go check them out. I just love their videos. I love their personalities. And I always get a big smile whenever I go visit. Now it's time for our tags. We've decided to tag Homestead Tessie, Out West Homestead, and Canterbury Trails Farm. Can hardly wait to watch your videos. And if anyone wants to do a video, please let me know so I can put it in my tag playlist. Have an amazing day. Celebrate your life. Thank you, everybody.